And so this is Christmas. And what have you done? Another year over, a new one just begun. And so this is Christmas. I hope you have fun. The near and the dear one, the old and the young. A very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Let's hope it's a good one without any fear. Hey there, what's going on? This is David Potts with Songnotes, and I want to do this lesson today for Happy Christmas, War is Over by John Lennon. So at a high level, this is what this song looks like. You have these three sections. The first two have this sort of very distinctive melodic, which you can either play or not play on the guitar. I'll get to that. And the last section is just straight strumming, no fancy flourishes or anything. So all in all, you're only looking at about 6 or 7 different chords. It's just a matter of remembering or writing down the progressions of each part. So before I get to the lesson, a quick reminder that you can find all the notes for this lesson on my website, playsongnotes.com. You'll find the tabs, this video, everything else you'll need for this and many other lessons. And definitely subscribe and follow on all the social media sites if you want to keep posted of the next stuff I have coming out. So let's take a quick look at these chords before we get into the rest of the song. You have about 6 or 7 chords here. I'm just going to go through each one, show you how to play it. You'll need them all. So without hesitation, let's start with that A chord. Open, second, 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 open. Playing the 5 strings closest to the ground only. Don't play the low E string. B minor, this is the only bar chord in the song. So second, fourth, fourth, third, second. Ideally, you're going to bar the 2nd fret with your index finger and then put down your ring, pinky, and middle for the other strings, okay? If you can't do bar chords yet, maybe just try doing the bottom 3 strings, 4th, 3rd, 2nd. Okay, so then we have an E, E major. Open, second, second, first, open, open. All 6 strings, okay? You're gonna need an E minor as well. You're gonna stick that E and just let go of your index finger. So open, second, second, open, open, open. That's E minor. What else is there? There's a D. D is open, second, third, second. 4 strings only. And then a G chord finally. 3rd, 2nd, open, 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 3rd. All right, those are the chords you're gonna need. So strumming pattern for this song, keeping it as simple as possible, I recommend this. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. If you were to count it, it would be 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and... So it's as simple as that. The thing to remember there is you really want to accent that first down strum. So down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and 1. You're going to use that for the entire song. So then you take that strumming pattern and you're going to go through these chords. And basically for each chord, you're going to play that strumming pattern 4 times. So here's a quick playthrough top to bottom. I'm just going to do simple chords. Again, 4 of these for each of these chords. Let's do it. So this is A, 2, 3, and what have you B minor, 2, 3, 4, 2 E, 2, 3, then move to A, 2, 3, and so this is D, 2, 3, 4, da, E minor, 2, 3, 4, A, 2, 3, 4, or 2, D, 2, 3, 4, or 2, G, and then go to A, 2, you'll resolve to A and do the whole thing again for the whole song. So finally, I want to go through each chord of the song here and talk about the way you can add those that melodic flourish. Because every chord has a sort of unique thing you can do to sort of get exactly what you hear in the album version on your guitar, which is pretty cool, right? And again, for each of these chords, you're going to play the strumming pattern 4 times. And each time you play the strumming pattern, you're going to have a different shape of chord. So again, I'll go through all the chords. Let's do it. So for the A, the 4 positions you're going to need are the regular A. That's where you start. Then you'll need an A sus2, an A sus4, and a regular A again. So 4 times would be. Again, that's a pretty standard little trick you can do with the A chord. If you haven't mastered it yet, definitely check it out because you can use that in all kinds of songs, okay? The B minor now, trickier one here, but start with the regular B minor for the first one. For the second chord, you're gonna take off your middle finger, so it's 2nd, 4th, 4th, 2nd, 2nd. Next, you're going to, what I like to do is put my middle finger back and then lift up the index finger so the high E string rings. So then you'll have 2nd, 4th, 4th, 3rd, open. And this is the note you want to sort of accent a little bit if you can, because that's the melody note. And then back to a regular B minor. So together, all the B minor chords would be. Okay. Next up, you're going to have this E. Now the E, you start on E sus4 actually. That's the first chord. That's open, 2nd, 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 open, open. It's a regular E, but you're putting your pinky down. Then you go to a regular E. Then you go to this sort of E add 9. This one was probably the hardest for me to learn in this song. Basically, if you want to try it, you're going to do open, 2nd, 4th, 1st, open, open. You know, when I take my time, I can get to it and make it sound good. But when you're going from an E sus4 to an E to that, it really required me to like kind of rethink my wrist position and finger position and stuff. But if you can't do it, just stick with a regular E. Okay, so and then you go back, you end that series with an E. So again, it's E sus4, E, E add 9, E. So that sounds like this. The one trick I'll give about the E add 9 is the note that matters is this sort of 4th fret of the 4th string. If you only play the bottom 3 strings, open, 2nd, 4th, that kind of gives you what you need, and then you also can mute the higher strings. So I'm kind of strumming all the strings right now, but I'm muting everything but those bottom 3. So. Just an idea, but again, if you can't do it, just play the regular E. And then finally, you go back to the A. Same as before. That's it for the first verse. And then the second verse is some new stuff. So start with a D. The D is very similar to the A, where you're going D to D sus2 to D sus4 to D. So. So next we'll have an E minor. This is another tricky one. So of these 4 shapes, you're going to start with a regular E minor. Now I recommend playing this with your these 2 fingers, your index finger and your middle finger. Open, 2nd, 2nd, open, open, open. Because the next chord is a E minor with a major 7th, and that is going to require your pinky to go down on the 4th fret of the 2nd string. So open, 2nd, 2nd, open, 4th, open. This one is like a real stretch, and then it sounds very dissonant as well, so it's kind of almost not satisfying when you finally do master it. Practice it, practice it, practice it. Just really push my pinky to the reaching limits, but I'm glad I practiced it. After that one, you're going back to a regular old E minor. So altogether, those 4 chords would be. Again, it's a bit of a dissonant thing, but when you play it in context of the song, with the singing especially, it sounds just fine. After this E minor, we're going we're gonna do A again, but here, instead of starting on A, you're gonna start on A sus4, and then go to A, and then go to A sus2, and then go to A. So all together would be. And then after that, you'll go back to the D and do. The good news is, next is the chorus. So the great thing about this chorus is you're not doing any melodic stuff. You just play the straight chord. So you'll get on G and you'll hold it for 4 of these strumming pattern sequences. And then you'll go to A for a Happy New Year. Okay? So, yeah, again, take this a bit at a time. If there are certain chords that are totally out of your reach and you just can't do it, don't feel the need to. Come back to it later. Do what you can. So the A and the D, I think, are the easiest ones to start with the sus2 and the sus4, right? So practice those first. Those are great chords to have in your repertoire. You can use them in all kinds of songs. But otherwise, that's it for this song. I think this should give you what you need. Again, it's a great song, fun time at parties. And if you've had too much eggnog or whatever, you can just not do the flourish notes, stick to the straight up chords, stick to that strumming pattern, and you're good to go. So again, this is David Potts. I'm coming at you from Songnotes. Check out my website, playsongnotes.com. All the notes for this lesson and tabs and all kinds of other great lessons I think you might like. Please check it out, and please, please, please subscribe. Comment as well. Let me know what you thought of this lesson, what other songs you might want to hear, whether from John Lennon or the Beatles or anything else, because I have new lessons coming out all the time, and I'm curious what people are looking for. But otherwise, have a great night. Merry Christmas, and keep on rocking.